Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Briggs. I'm with Strata, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon to have a conversation with Kent Simons. He is the owner of Core Details, and I so appreciate him taking time out of his busy day to be a part of the Briggs and Mortar Heights Facebook Live. So how are you doing, Ken?
I'm good, Michelle. Thanks for having me today. Okay.
Excellent. I'm so excited for you being here. Now, I've known you for several years now, and tell me a little bit, or tell whomever's watching a little bit about your business, because I know a lot about it.
Well, that would be Core Details, and we are a printer. Um, we're a printer with lots of years in the business. I have a business partner. He and I have been doing this for about 40 years and have had the exceptional opportunity to see every change that's come along in this business. His parents owned a typesetting business back in the 70s,
Oh my gosh.
and I was working my way through school, working in an engraving plant over on Montrose and West Gray. Um, and essentially, I was working the night side, and I didn't do that well in school, so I ended up a printer for life. And here I am.
There you are. Well, you're a great printer, and I'm glad that happened to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're going to talk, the points of conversation that we're going to share about Core Details and Kent Simon and his expertise. One of them is when you go to their website, you check out their website. I know there's some new things coming, so if you look at it today, you got to check it out in a few weeks as well. And it's the Precise Print. So state of the art printing. So tell us a little bit, or tell us, what is Precise Print?
Well, it's printing to the numbers. Essentially, it's matching that brand color every time it comes up, and it's across all kinds of things. It could be their business cards or your business card. It could be the magnet you want to put on the side of your car. In all cases, we want to build our brand, and print is one of the easiest ways to do that. Things that have been around for a long, long time, and it's that business card or it's that banner for your crawfish boil. Everything wants to look like you. So, and we've got to be precise about that. We have to take those digital assets that you send us and keep them safe, almost like a bank, so that we can bring them back up and we can run them to the numbers every time.
And it's the same color every single time.
That's the plan. That's what you need to do. It's all about branding, and it's like somebody that wears a bow tie. They always wear that bow tie,
Right.
and it's a brand mark.
Yeah, it is, the branding that I have is, RELTR, the number 4 in the letter U, is all realtor for you, right? So
Mhm.
branding is really important, and having you as their partner and making sure that it is the same color, because you don't want to have a batch of business cards and it's perfect, and then they order a second batch and that color's off a little bit, because it impacts. It may not be a big deal because those people that are getting that new card doesn't know the difference, but I just for myself would feel it would be different.
It's something I like to say. It's what you do with anything is how you do everything, and your
Mm,
brand needs to be everything. Um,
I agree.
it needs to go across the board. So
And that's
it's
where,
it's your welcome in.
yeah, the Precise Print, right?
Indeed.
Having the integrity and the accountability to keep the same colors that you have originally created for your brand.
And a lot of times you'll spend a lot of money on that. You'll get a marketing group or an advertising agency that designs that color for you, and then and I've seen this so many times. People lose their assets.
Mm,
These are as important as a stock certificate or anything else when you're building your company, and you
right.
need to really protect those digital assets
I love it.
and
I
protect your
love it.
brand. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It really truly is. Now you talked about business cards, and there's so much that you do. We cannot cover it over the next 15, 20 minutes. So you talked about business cards. And, I know that you have a customer login that's on your website. There's so many things that you create technology wise that make it easy for your customers. But talk a little bit about the business cards. I mean, how many big printers are doing them outside of some no names?
Well, quite often, and I won't name names, it's just not the product they want to deal with. That's a small job, but it may be one of the most important jobs in the beginning of our relationship with every customer. Is that we put together a business card that matches their brand, does some amazing things, because we with digital technology now we have digital foil, we have golds and silvers we can add to things. We've got varnishes that we can throw into it. When you get my card, you're going to grab it and you're going to feel it and you're going to go, this is an amazing card. And it may be the thickness of it or the color in the middle or the foil on the outside. I mean, there's so many ways that you can manage that product. It's and it's the beginning of business for us quite often. The things that go on for a long, long time. I mean, we have clients now that we build web portals for their business, and it starts out with the business cards. You might have a marketing director that is usually overburdened with a whole lot of things, trying to get their salespeople in the right place and the information out and management happy. So what we do is we build a portal so that any of their employees can go in and put in their own information into a form. It brings up a PDF that they can say yes or no. So we get approval. That marketing director so far has not had to touch anything. The employee that owns that card has to do it. And once they hit the button go, it's in my shop. We print it and we ship it. It's all about getting it done and getting that distribution in place so that bang, we make things a little easier on our clients. And
right. So the web portal, when you create, so tell me, okay, explain to me exactly what that means. Because I think I know when you talk about web portal, they just log into your website and they log in, or is there something else that they do?
Oh, no, they log in and then they've got their own, it's branded once again. This portal looks like them. Let's say for our builder clients, they may have floor plans and pocket folders and different things that they need to close their deal to make their customers feel comfortable with it. And it's a package that we prepare for them as needed. If they get an order in here on Monday, we ship it by Wednesday, and they've got it for a Friday afternoon, so they can do their weekend sales. And it's just something we've worked on for a while, and it's an asset to our clients.
Right, and it's exactly. So if they've decided to do a marketing campaign for that section, speaking to home builders or communities, that they make that decision, they put it in that following Monday for that next weekend, right, to promote it, and you print it and ship it, and they have it in their hands Friday?
Yeah, that's the plan. I love my shipping companies. I love the post office. I want them to be taken care of.
Yes.
It's some of the things lately are confusing me about. They're a great partner to us, and then FedEx. Everything that goes in, we can ship it ground. It's there the next day, and it's cheaper than a delivery service.
Right.
So a lot of these things have come together that makes it real easy for us to hit it, print it, and distribute it.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're located off of 290 between Mangum 34th, but you're on the
exactly. I like to say 290 and 610, right about where it comes together.
That's pretty much
over by HISD.
Right.
Well, Carbach, I like to say. Okay.
That is true. You are very close to Carbach. I noticed that.
And they've got a wonderful restaurant and a couple of good beers. That's it. So.
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's a nice place to go.
It is. It's a good hangout.
So we talked about Precise Printing. We talked about business cards. We talked about your web portal. If you're just joining us today, my name is Michelle Briggs. I'm with Strata, Texas. This is Kent Simons. He's the owner of Core Details. He is all things printing, all things commercial printer. He does it all. Well, I say it does it. You do it all. I mean, obviously, you do a lot of things. We just don't have time.
we have some large format things too. I mean, we can do truck decals if it's needed. Matter of fact, we have one client that we've had for years, and it's an oil field client that's actually developed pretty good since 2008. And they've taken over some other companies, and whenever they do, we have to do new markings for their trucks and signs for their buildings, and of course business cards.
Yes.
Everybody's got a business card. A long time ago, they figured out exactly what they wanted, and we've been executing that. I would say probably maybe 1,000 people have gotten business cards through that one portal.
Oh my gosh. And you've got the team to handle it. You've got the experience. I mean,
I do. I've got an old partner. We've been doing this for a long time, and we've met through different jobs over and over the years, and different technologies. And when I started this business, I decided to go out on my own. He was the perfect pick, because he's got that production sense, and I got that salesman sense, and a good eye for color.
Yes.
That's one of the things that made it for me. I can actually match a tie with the right color suit.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, don't wear them much anymore, but.
You're so funny. I love you, Kent. All right. So final thing, we've talked about several things. Distribution. Now, one of the things that I do know about you, and that impresses me so much, and truly, is creating that partnership with a business and putting together that distribution, that print piece, and to get it out to that whatever market you guys decide to send it to. You have that conversation, you talk about it. Tell us a little bit about your just distribution and what it looks like for someone that may have a small business or an auto shop or something. There
are some great steps along the way in that distribution, and it's the approval process up front. We can do original proofs, or proof on paper, or business card, or whatever, so that you can see exactly what it looks like before it goes into production. Essentially, we have a process to get these things from one end and out the back door, and all of them work together. And one thing that I always worry about is where are your digital assets? When we first start that conversation, where is that logo? It's sort of like the old TV adage, it's 10 o'clock, where are your children? It's time to print a business card. Where is your logo? Right. So, and once we've got it, we keep it. We never throw that stuff away. We keep it near on our server, and make sure that the next project we have has the right logo in it, the right color, and the right printing.
Right. It's set to go. Now, do you support them around? Do you give any feedback or recommendations on when you're creating that print piece for the distribution? Are you talking to them about, what's the intentions? Where is it going? What's the zip codes? Or do you define it for them or support them in defining it before you ship it out?
It's more their marketing group if they've got that. Now, if I've got somebody that's starting a business and they're one person and they need a business card. I mean, I do work for the Archway Gallery, and every month I've got a new artist that we have to put together a business, or a postcard and a banner and signage for the walls, and each one of those artists is individual and has different needs and feelings about the show that's coming up.
Nice. Okay, well, but you're still part of that conversation. It maybe not as detailed as what I shared, but you're still, look,
indeed,
you're not just, I'm telling you, Kent, I'm going to tell you that I know you better than that. And that you're not, when somebody may come in what they feel is a really good idea, and your experience and 40 years of printing, and you have the conversation about what they're trying to accomplish and what they want, it doesn't match. I think you nudge them to have,
we can, and we do,
to support them.
We do, and we'll give them alternatives. It's like, okay, this is what you brought in, and we think if we go this way, that we tweak it a little bit, it's probably going to look a little better. And try never to tell somebody their baby is ugly.
No. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. You're very gracious and you're funny and very personable. So I'm just saying, I could see, I know that you do. And it's truly out of being, it's really truly because you care, because
Yeah.
you care.
No, I want to do good work. I mean, we all do. You know.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So Tips Tuesday, what is your tip for everyone that is watching us today? And
Protect your digital assets. Put them
protect.
in a very safe place, and know what the last version is. And it's important. It's like a stock certificate to your branding. You gotta hang on to it, and make sure you can throw it out there when you come over to Core Details and want to print it. You know?
Exactly. So again, hashtag print below
Mm-hmm.
to talk to, to have a conversation with Kent. Now, Kent, I know that you guys are honoring the COVID and all the rules and regulations. Are you allowing people to come in? Are they setting appointments? There you go.
And you'll have to wear a mask, because everybody in my shop has got one on. We have not gotten sick, and I have an office where I can close the door and do this. So I'm going to take mine off. But yeah, we're trying to keep healthy, strong.
Yes.
Um,
So
I
people
have I still have a couple of people working on the outside doing pre-press and bookkeeping and things like this. That if I have to do some personnel changes to keep going, we're going to keep going.
of course.
This has
So
been a tough time for everybody.
yeah, it really has. So they can come in with their design as long as they have
Uh-huh.
a mask.
Yeah, we love it. I have a new mask. I have a tribute to the mask in the shop. We put up over 136 masks around the world, um,
Oh,
and when we get a chance, I can open the shop to a nice cocktail hour, or so everybody can come in and take a peek. But that's a whole nother story. But,
that's way down that's yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, we're gonna have to get through this thing and get through it together and safe and.
Right. Well, look, there you go. You just heard him. When things open back up, we might just get a nice little tour. So hashtag print below. You have a conversation with Kent, see what it looks like. All right. So what do you want to say to close this out?
Go Astros,
Hey,
please.
please.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Oh my gosh. Yes. Go Astros. Come on. So Core Details, 290 and 610. You're open at
usually about 7 in the morning until about 7 in the evening. Always,
what?
give us a call.
Yeah, I was going to say, call Kent, set up a
Mm-hmm.
time so that way he is not in the middle of a big print job. I mean, you've got a whole team behind you. I'm not worried about that. But it's nice to have a conversation ahead of time so you know what they're looking at and you can be prepared for when they come in and they have their design and what they're wanting to print for you, right?
Right.
Excellent. Well, everyone, thank you again for joining us today with Briggs in Mortar Heights. My name is Michelle Briggs. I'm with Strata, Texas. Follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page. All you have to do is search RELTR, the number 4 and the letter U, because I am the realtor for you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kent, for joining us.
My
And we
pleasure.
will talk soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.